Summer Rock and Roll Blowout featuring the return of JFK. We're going to have lots of special guest vocalists with JFK. What do we got here? We got Kelly Haig, Jimmy Roy, Joni Kepler, Angel, Dennis the Reveler Brock, Shell Behave, Anna Bonbon, Sinead X. Saunders, Bob Mercer, and more. And Sailor Avery and a special interest group will also be on the show. And Doug Andrew will be up in a couple of minutes here from the Circus in Flames. And plus we're going to have hula hooping with Shannon. Since this is the end of Summer Rock and Roll Blowout, as Scott says, it's the back to school blowout. You all remember when you went back to school, the first weekend back was a big hoopla. Anyway, we got a young Michael Keating who's going into grade 12 at New West Secondary. He's going to come up here right now. Here's Michael.
I like that he says back to school, but I'm legit the only one here who still goes to school. Well, I mean, you never know. I mean, like, maybe if any of you are trying to take night school, maybe. Who knows? I recently went to, like, an Alice Cooper concert, right? You know Alice Cooper, right? He played his big song, right? School's out for summer. Oh, it pumped me up, you know? You know, school's out for summer. School's out forever. Yeah. The problem was school started up in like a week, so yeah, you know. Legit got my hopes up for nothing, bro. Another thing Alice did is he, like when he was taking a bow right after the show, I guess he realized he was in Vancouver because he said, those of you who came stoned will not remember this. And I was kind of offended because I was stoned. I was like, I'll remember this. Although, maybe he had a point. That's the only part I really remember, you know? Oh. Legit, one time I was at a concert and I lost all my pot. Like my entire stash, I lost all the pot I had stashed away. It was like, it was good too. It was like some pink kush. It was like, I had it in a bag, in a box, and I'm pretty sure I left it somewhere in a bush, right? And so I go to people, right? And I ask them, have you seen some pink kush in a box, in a bag, in a bush? Please help me find it. Legit, and I kept saying that. You know, pink kush in a box, in a bag, in a bush. And legit, I sounded like a Dr. Seuss book. And I thought, you know, that's probably how he gets his ideas, yo. He probably smokes pot. Like think about it. Green eggs and ham were probably green for a reason. Edibles, yo. You know something that pot smokers know though? Something we know is that all white lighters are bad luck, so we try to avoid white lighters, you know? I was hanging with a friend of mine and she pointed out to me that all lighters are white. Damn. But like, even, like, let me explain. Like, even the colorful ones, even a red lighter or a blue lighter, it's just like, the color on the outside is just a layer of color on the outside. It's all white on the inside. And I realized lighters are like people. No matter what they project on the outside, we've all got the same intentions on the inside. Yeah, there's no joke. It's just like, I thought it was something sentimental. Legit. Recently I've been trying to write scripts and songs because if you write a script of something and it goes on Netflix, or you write a song that goes on the radio, you get royalty checks for days, you know? Like legit. I'm trying to like actually get in on that action, you know? Like, if I can write something and like I can get those royalty checks, I won't even have to have a job. I'll just live off the checks, you know? Like I'll get a check every month or something. So I'm talking to my dad about my plan, right? And he says, Michael, come on, Michael, are you telling me that you expect to have no job and to live off a check every month? And I'm like, yeah, sounds like the life. And my dad says, Michael. Just go on welfare, you lazy bastard. Like legit. That's how you know your dad believes in you, when he tells you to go on welfare, yeah? I guess if this comedy thing doesn't work out, I always got welfare to fall back on, am I right? Yo. I got a question for all of you. Do I look stoned a bit? Come on, do I? Yeah? Don't worry, I'm not. Like, that's just my eyes. But I mean, I do get that a lot. Like, I'll be at school, and people at school will be like, yo, Michael, are you baked? Are you fried? Michael, you look really high. You should be at school high. But, like, it's not, it's just my eyes. They're just little, you know? I mean, I don't even smoke pot at all. Sure. Right. Well, okay, fine. Only on special occasions, you know, like Wednesdays. Legit. My dad hates that I smoke pot, though, you know. But like, I feel like he's kind of being a hypocrite. You know what I mean? Because he legit has painkillers and pills all the time. Tells me it's for headaches. But I mean, man, you can't have headaches as often as he does. So I call him out on it. And he says, right, I may not have a headache now, but I know I'm going to get it later. So my drug use is justified. I'm like, okay, cool. So I thought I'd use that on him, right? Like later, I'm in the basement smoking a doobie, and my dad comes, barges in, he's like, Michael, I told you not to smoke pot. What are you doing? I'm like, hey, it's medicinal. It's for my glaucoma, man. And he says, Michael, I know you don't have glaucoma. And I'm legit like, yeah, I may not have it now, but I know I'll get it later. So my drug use is justified. Damn, tough room, huh? Is this on? That's legit. Like legit, yo. I'm even out of jokes, yo. Yeah. You guys have a good night, yo. See ya.